All right, we're back. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I do apologise. Totally my fault. I brain farted and I forgot that I had unplugged the laptop as I normally do. Because, you know, it's easier than getting to the wall socket. And that way that doesn't kill the battery on the laptop. But I forgot to plug it back in. And that explains why the frames were so low as well, because obviously it was on battery saver mode. So there we go, we're back to 30 frames per second, which is alright, isn't it? It was a bit of a coincidence, wasn't it? But anyway, welcome back all. Now I have got not long left. It's nearly 11:15. I've got until midnight to finish this. Now I did mix, while I was waiting for it to load, I mixed a bit of the Uriel yellow with this and it made this weird sandy yellow sort of colour. So this red is very strange because it doesn't behave like a red at all, which I think is why the challenge is so much fun, right? It's not just a plain red, it is a silly red. And I believe this blue has got a fair amount of grey in it already, so that's why it just goes grey whenever you add grey to it. So that's fine. So I have to shade up from that blue. I've mixed a little bit more into that weird little brownie mess that came with the red and the blue, because, you know, it's got like hints of white and yellow in there, so it makes that weird mix into brown. And then the little extra yellow made a bit more of a brown, so I used that to get those little bits of leather done. So didn't waste the time too much. So now what I want to do is start getting some highlights in. So I've got this sandy yellow that I want to use. I'm just going to do some scratchy, uneven highlights. Just add a bit of texture. Just make this little bit of detail a bit separate. And a bit about there. And then we got like a leather thong connected to this dagger, and then of course the wrap on it as well. So there we go. Looks all right. Whoop, there we go. You can actually see it better now. It's all right. For the crew. Anyways, so right, what I'm gonna do is for the eyes, I'm gonna have to use this red. Now I already mixed the blue and the thingamabob, the red, before, and it made like a weird sort of fleshy colour. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, go away, antivirus software. It keeps coming up with, you need to do a backup, you need to do a backup, and it's like, please, you don't have enough storage available to do a backup of my laptop, thank you very much. And that's when I have the very minimum things selected. So yeah, not gonna happen. All right. I'm doing this patchy as well because I don't know why. I just think it looks better patchy rather than a block of colour, you know? Gives a sense of texture. Which means you can like hide lots of little bits of shade in there just to make it, the details of it pop more. And that's the idea anyway. I know, you know me, I talk a lot of waffle. Sometimes I hit the landing. I stick the landing rather. And other times I'm just absolutely missing it. Chatting non-stop BS. There we go. Oh. Keep thinking the camera is angled further away. So what are you lot doing up this late, eh? Right. Hey. So now it's starting to come along. Still at the colour blocking stage, I reckon. Hey. Not too bad, not too bad. Thanks, Lupus. Currently painting up Custodian Guard. Adrossite Spears from Forge World. Ooh. Lupus is like, I've got to attack. Enough said. Fair enough, dude. What am I doing? Ah, yes, now I know what I'm doing. Alright. I'm going to take a little bit of this blue over here. Let's wet that down. And I'm going to use that to shade in bits of the red. Because why not? Beep, 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 beep. And then I'm going to shade in some of the darker bits the blades. Oh, so yesterday went to the cinema and saw the new Avatar movie, and wasn't too bad actually. I think it's never gonna match up to the first one, because the first one was like, you know, first of its kind. Ooh, you know. But it was nice, and it was cool seeing it at the cinema. The high frame rate though is something to get used to though. Like, I'm still used to watching movies where the frame rate's lower, you know. So it feels like a film, but it's weird seeing CGI in that high frame rate, because it's trying to come off as if it's real, but it's not real, and you know it's not real because it's CGI, and it's just, oh man, it throws you for a loop. And it's still essentially Pocahontas in space, you know. Blue-skinned space cats, Pocahontas. Alright, I'm going in for a nice mid-tone there for the blades. I'm doing scratchy texture. Hopefully that will give some illusion. There's a blade without using metallics. A strong edge highlight helps to tie it together. But yeah, the movie wasn't too bad. Special effects were cool. Story was alright. It was entertaining. Bit long though. I say a bit long. It was absolutely long. We saw the 9:30 showing. The ads were half-hour long. Like, they proper milked it. And we were out, because the movie finished after 1 o'clock in the morning. Absolutely knackered from that. It's unnecessarily long. I get it. It's world building. You've got character building, stuff like that. But it's, at the same time, it was just like, oh man, just get to the third act already. You know? else got some? You got your first mobile phone with a camera. I mean, 20 years late, but go on, man. He's a techno boomer. Congratulations, mate. I can't wait to finally get to see some pictures of your stuff. That's going to be cool. I think I'm getting the hang of this. Just the gun barrel. Cool. All right. So I'll let that dry. Gonna lean into that a bit more in that spectrum with a little bit of that. You'll be alright, mate. I'm sure you'll be fine. adding little bits to it now. Hey, modelling for advantage. How you doing? I'm just challenging myself. Oh, less than half hour left. Sort of gave myself an hour and a half to paint a Night Lord with a small selection of paints. Uriel Yellow, Warpstone Glow, Wild Rider Red, Mechanicus Standard Grey, White Scar and Kantar Blue, as per the paint challenge that I set everyone on the Discord for this month. And the deadline for it is midnight tonight, or the minute to midnight tonight. And I just thought, yeah, let's see if I can do something in an hour and a half. And I just decided to do a random live stream, so here we are. Anyway, how was your Christmas? What you been up to? I will put a little bit of yellow on there actually, you know why? Because I'm going to shade it back down again. Waha. Alright. Just dab it with a finger. Looks alright actually. Building scenery and playing Chaos Gate. Oh, okay. Multitasking hero. What do we need now? I need to go harder on those metallic highlights. Okay. Not that. There we go. Add to the scratchiness that already built up before. Slightly thinner highlight. I think that's the way to do it. I don't know. I'm a complete novice when it comes to any sort of non-metallic attempts. back on there. Don't overcook it as well, then it's just not going to look right. Alright. Yeah, could be worse. Alright. So, just to make the eyes pop. Okay. Let's try and do a brassy colour for those bullets. So I'm using that weird sandy brown that I mixed earlier as the base. And I think I'll just add a bit more yellow to it. Yeah, there we go. Well, I don't want it to look orangey, so let's get some of that white in there. It's just got to look convincing enough from a distance, I guess. Does that look convincing enough? It's hard to tell, isn't it? Are those bullets brassy enough? Kind of. Kind of. Oh, brew time. I wish I had a brew. Oh, so I got really warm. Ugh, cardboard tasting Pepsi. Yuck. Okay. Right. How much time we got? Whew, okay. Let's go pure white to finish the highlight. Hey. Coming along nicely. Alright. Okay. You know what, I think I've got enough time. I'm gonna do it, so I'm gonna nick a bit of that. And a bit of that. Yeah, I should have gone for that more. Hey, got a nice fleshy looking colour now. And then highlight it. There we go. Got a little eyeball going on there in the chest. Boom. Okay, so now I think I've got just enough time to get a little crazy. And let's paint the hair. I'm gonna do it like a grey. Why not? I only got grey to go with. I'll mix brown into the grey. I think that's better actually. Yeah. And go for that lighter grey for a bit of a highlight. And then get that yellowy brown in there just for final highlight. It's not too bad actually having a wet palette, you know. Okay, so oh no, I've got the green there. The green's good to go on the grenade. It's coming very close to the time now. And let's use this. It's a nice little pop of colour. A faux shot. And then can use that as the highlight. Just want to mix it in a bit. Wet blending on the go. And a little bit of grey. Stick over that middle rim. There we go. Right. Did I actually do final? I didn't do a final white highlight on this bit here, did I? Oh, shocking. There we go. That's that bit a bit better. And then I didn't do a funnel. There we go. Make it pop, pop, pop. Right. You know what? For a rush job, that's not so bad. Not so bad at all. With limited palette as well. Let's move that away. That's what I've managed so far. Focus. Now I think I've got enough time to get some lightning effects down, so I'm going to need a little bit of white. nice. Very nice, mate. Very nice. Okay, so just a tiny bit of blue in there. A nice medium blue like this, yes. So and then go for a slightly lighter one. Just build it up, making it a bit more jagged. I don't want to have any curved corners. We're just going to do like a little patchy bit at the top there, so it's like lit up cloud, because the nature of this paint job is made it look like it's a sort of dark blue cloudy sky. So yeah, I like that. And then just lean a bit more white on there, but then focus more on the more central aspects of it. So shit, fix that. Oh, I started off so well and I fucked it up. Okay, and then hit the white just on the points and the tips. There we go, where it diverts, the little junctions. Got ourselves a little lightning strike. Boo! Mr. Kev, if you could have done Friday stream at this rate. No, I've got to keep Friday free because a whole bunch of birthdays on Friday, including my mum's and my wife's. So yeah, keeping that free. I think I've got enough time to do one more. I'm going to do this bit here. just to break it up because it is a bit dull at the moment. There we go. Ah, done. Time's up. You too, dude. You too. So there we go. That is the end of that. So what I'm going to do, just for you guys, is I'm going to pop it off here. This is a KFC challenge, but done in an hour and a half. If I had more time, I could do a heck of a lot more with it, I think. A bit more experimentation with the colours and that. But for now, I'm happy with it. I'm just going to bring the light box over. I know, right? Haven't got the light box out in ages. Oh man, it's come out so bright on this. Was your birthday yesterday, was it, Lupus? Well, happy belated 21st to you. Alright, let's see if I can kind of do this justice. Let's have a look. There we go. It's alright. I did want to do some blood splatter, but I think it would have been quite tricky to get that Wild Rider red rich enough, you know, because it is quite an, it's like a pinky orange almost, you know. I really did set a fucking tough challenge, didn't I? But you know what? I wanted you lot, especially I wanted you lot to have fun with a challenge, you know, and I especially wanted the KFC champions to actually have a proper challenge, because of course there's prizes involved, you know. So yeah, but I like the patchy look because, like I said before, it looks like you know, like a really stormy, cloudy night with like lightning behind it. So yeah, and by the way, that lightning pattern on the shoulder pad, I mean, as you saw, I don't know if you could see properly when I was painting it, but it started off so thin, and then I cocked it up when I was doing the highlights on it, and I thickened it out too much. So I'm really unhappy about that, but you know. But so you could get a decent read on the blades there. It just comes out too bright, doesn't it? So that's that blade. A little blade down there. Whoop. And then I was kind of happy that the shape of the helmet, the pattern on it, kind of lends to that sort of winged look. So that worked out quite well. The little eye on the chest. The browns were easy to mix. And yeah. After that, it's just non-metallic silver is alright. It's just difficult if you're going from grey. There we go. That's it. That's my attempt. Not bad at all for a rush job, I think. So yeah. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Lupus. So yeah, I'll get a picture of that, put it up on the Discord, and then you lot can see for yourselves. But yeah, the lack of a black is the tricky bit, and I'm glad that I've made it difficult for myself because I learned a lot. I mean, I also learned a lot on how to use the wet palette, and I've just learned a bit more about being careful with cables because it's a wet palette. The paints are wet. I just got on the cable. Never mind, never mind. Ah, it dipped again. Fuck's sake. Alright, move the camera out of the way. Boom. You. So there we have it. That is that little journey. So thank you very much for hanging out with me. I better go to bed. I've got work tomorrow. I don't want to wake up late again. But yeah, it was nice having this little hobby hangout for sure. So yeah, as always, big loves to these people. Whoop, there you go. You got an extra shout out this month. Way. You should paint some red and yellow quartered guys next. No, thank you. So yeah, let me know if Patreon is a thing. If you already have Patreon, because I know I have been asked a couple of times by different people if I'm thinking of having a Patreon, or if I did have a Patreon, because a lot of people have accounts on there already, and starting a new account on different things can be a bit of a pain, and I understand that. And I remember when I first started this channel, I did start a Patreon, but didn't complete the process because for some reason there was one final step that couldn't get finished. I don't know why. And then during the lockdowns, I realized what the problem was. Tried to fix it. Thought I launched it. Did some exclusives on it, and it turned out it wasn't even launched. So I gave up on it and went with Buy Me a Coffee. So anyways, long story short, if Patreon is your preferred way to support, then let me know, and I'll look into the new year getting that sorted out. And I'm also looking to getting international affiliates as well. So whether you're in the EU, whether you're in Americas, Australia, wherever, I'm trying to get an affiliate that's local to you, so that way you can get yourself some good discounts and support the channel at the same time. So yeah, we're trying to be international, y'all. Pro YouTuber and all that stuff. So with that, I'm gonna leave it there. You know the usual: like, share, subscribe, all that beautiful stuff. And hope you have a lovely New Year's. Big loves. Stay safe. Wear a seatbelt. Don't drink too much. Have an early night. There's no point staying up for the fireworks. Just watch it on record. Peace.